Hello, global adventurers. Buckle up because we're about to embark on an extensive journey to uncover the intricate tapestry of life in the UK as a foreigner. In this video we'll explore the fascinating experiences, delightful challenges, and heartwarming moments that shape the lives of foreigners in this captivating country. If you are not yet a part of this family, then please like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Part 1, My Arrival and Shock. Without much ado, let's get into it. My adventure begins with the captivating story of my first steps into the UK. It was a journey of discovery, marked by the bewildering array of eccentricities that greeted me as I crossed the threshold into this intriguing land. First, let's talk about the British accent. It's a melodic symphony of vowels and consonants, like an enigma waiting to be unraveled. Needless to say that my initial encounters with Brits were hilarious and lots of misunderstandings that ensued. How about the driving? They say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, and I quickly learned that in the UK, it's when in the UK, drive on the left. My adventures on the road were filled with wrong turns, near misses, and a few laughs. Let's also consider the British humour. It's an art form all its own. Dry, witty, and often delightfully absurd. I had my share of some comedic encounters and I learned to appreciate the humour that is woven into daily life. So, join me for a deep dive into the culture shock of a foreigner living in the UK. We'll explore the unexpected, the comical, and the eye-opening moments that define this incredible journey. If you are not yet a part of this family, then please like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Hello folks and welcome back. As I did mention previously, we are looking at the life in the UK as a foreigner, part 2. This is part of the series which will run from part 1 to part 8. If you haven't watched part 1, do not forget to check out the video after you are done watching this. In summary, I talked about my arrival and the cultural shock that welcomed me when I stepped foot on the shores of the UK. Don't forget to also like, share and subscribe so that you are the first to receive part 3 when it drops. Part 2, the Great British Weather. In this segment, we'd about to embark on a fascinating journey through the ever-changing and often unpredictable climate of the UK. Weather in the UK is famously capricious, a roller coaster of rain, sunshine, and everything in between. It's a constant companion in the lives of residents and foreigner alike. So, let's dive into this meteorological adventure. First, there's the rain, gentle drizzles, torrential downpours, and everything in between. The British weather forecast is a topic of daily conversation and it is important for foreigners to master the art of staying dry by checking the weather forecast before leaving the house or having a spare umbrella or raincoat in your car. Now, when winter arrives, it brings a unique set of challenges. It's time for layering, coats, scarves, gloves, and, of course, the search for that perfect pair of waterproof boots. These are parts of the joy and intricacies of dress code in the UK. When the sun does decide to make an appearance, it's a moment of sheer delight. Join me in celebrating those rare sunny days and the instant transformation of British parks into lively hubs of activity. It is not an exaggeration the saying of how sunshine can truly elevate the spirit and more so in the summer. It is also standard British obsession to discuss the weather and checking multiple weather apps and forecasts as a daily ritual, and how even the smallest shift in temperature can spark animated conversations. The climate impacts not only what's happening outside but also daily life in the UK. From what to wear each day to planning outdoor activities, it's a factor that can't be ignored. And this ends part 2 of my 8-part series on my life in the UK as a foreigner. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to be the first to be notified when part 3 drops. Hello folks and welcome back. As you already know, we are looking at the series on life in the UK as a foreigner, part 1 to 8. Today we'd be looking at part 3, the joy and challenges of British cuisine. If you haven't watched parts 1 and 2 yet, do not forget to check out the video after you are done watching this. In part 1, I talked about my arrival and the cultural shock that welcomed me when I stepped foot on the shores of the UK, whilst in part 2, I talked about the Great British Weather. Don't forget to also like, share and subscribe so that you are the first to receive part 4 when it drops. Part 3, the joy and challenges of British cuisine. Now, let's dive into a topic that's close to my heart and my taste buds, British cuisine. It's a realm filled with both delight and curiosity, where traditional dishes coexist with culinary quirks that can leave even the most adventurous eater intrigued. Our culinary journey starts with the iconic dish, fish and chips. Crispy, golden brown fish paired with perfectly cooked chips, it's a mouth-watering combo that has become a staple. But what's the secret to the perfect batter and flaky fish? I'd have to ask the chef in one of the popular fish and chips joint in the heart of London. Then there's Mermite, a spread with a love it or hate it reputation. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and this yeast extract is usually combined with a thin piece of toast or even crackers. It's whatever floats your boat, I'd imagine. Of course, we can't talk about British cuisine without delving into the eternal scone pronunciation debate. Is it scone or scone? Maybe in the future, I'd make a video of me baking and savoring these delectable treats while unraveling the intricacies of scone etiquette. One of the most cherished British traditions is the Sunday roast. The aroma of roasting meats, fluffy Yorkshire puddings, and the array of vegetables make it a true feast. If you are in the UK on a Sunday, then you'd no doubt have to the cultural significance of this meal and why it's a beloved weekly ritual. And, of course, our culinary journey wouldn't be complete without tea, or rather cuppa as it's called. My first attempt to brew a perfect cup of tea, I discovered that making tea in the UK is a ritual with its own rules. There's also a lot of emphasis and work etiquette on the importance of a good brew, the debate between milk first or tea first, and why biscuits are a tea time essential. Well, as you can tell, the dishes in Britain are delightful and eccentric, yet these are the delicious moments that define this aspect of life in the UK as a foreigner. And there you have it, folks. This ends part 3 of my 8-part series on my life in the UK as a foreigner. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to be the first to be notified when part 4 drops.